Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. Well, it's a little bit before as you can see out here on the floor, it's a little bit before the finals coming up here, but we had a chance to snag Rod Muller and Ryan Lord of the Dodgeville Dodgers, the coaching staff here, Ryan and Rod. Ryan, thanks for coming up here and taking a quick moment to interview and chat about the Dodgeville Dodgers, and you brought your sidekick and Rod along as well here. You guys, kind of unprecedented here, where you have 4 top seeds, and all 4 have held their seed, and they're wrestling in the championship tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're fortunate. They're great kids and hard workers, and they really, they've been friends forever. So to see them growing up and coming through, and it's just an unreal experience, really.
Yeah. And Rod, you've been around wrestling forever. You and I go way, way back, of course. And I gotta put the plug in right now. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but the 3 of us, we have that Ithaca connection. All of us from Ithaca, graduates there of Ithaca High School and that. And it's just so much fun to 3 of us to be here talking. And Rod, for a change, I'm not the elder statesman. You are.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way. Like, I always look around at the tournaments and see if Dale Spees is around.
Yeah.
So I'm not the oldest one that's there.
There you go. But, in all the years that you've been involved with wrestling, this has got to be something really special.
Oh, it's the top.
Uh-huh.
When you have 4 kids in a row that are in the state finals and 4 of the 4 first weights. I've never heard of that ever happening in the state tournament.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit a while ago where, the old days of the Matrix might put your wrestler up on the top on the wall chart, but now with the look of the overall seeding 1 through 16, that in itself, Ryan, that just sets such a precedent. I don't know if it's ever going to happen again.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, these kids are great, and they've earned their number 1 ranking. We're hoping tonight we can come out with the 4 number 1s on the backside here.
Well, we were kind of laughing a little bit. I think it was maybe at the conference tournament, Kirk Lair and I were talking like, what in the world's in the water over there at Dodgeville? When you got that, and knowing that Reed Spurley was, probably, hopefully coming back, regional time and stuff. And what a tremendous job he is. And he's shown a lot of heart.
I tell you, his grit and determination. I mean, he's a talented kid, but right now it is just sheer determination.
Yeah.
And it was touch and go. We didn't know if we were going to have him back or not until the day before regionals.
Wow.
He had to get a parental waiver in order to compete.
Okay.
And he wanted to go. And I tell you, it was tough for him all year. And then once he got back and he's in the wrestling room going live, he was just so happy. And it was just, it was so fun. And to see him in the match last night come through, I mean, a lot of grit.
That had to be one of the best matches of this tournament in that semifinal. That young man, a freshman, he was coming after it.
Yeah, he's pretty special.
Yeah.
In fact, when they're on their feet, Reed said afterwards, it was like a mirror of himself on their feet.
Sure.
Just the misdirection shots. And tough kid, and it was a great match.
Yeah, that's awesome that way. Rod, you've been doing this, as I said, a long time. You're going to keep on doing it. We would miss you not being out there somewhere watching you, knowing you're out there.
Yeah, well, I got a grandson that's 6 years old, so
guess what?
Yeah, he'd look good in an orange singlet. Then I could probably coach longer.
There you go.
So really no plans. I surely want to coach a couple more years for sure, and it's kind of year by year, every year. It's like, I guess I'm going to do it next year. So it's not so much about our success, but just I enjoy coaching and working with the kids.
That's really the heartfelt kind of thing that I would say I would know about you is you're around it. You're giving great guidance and everything along the way. And appreciate both you and Ryan, you guys coming up here, talking a little bit about Dodgeville wrestling. We are so looking forward to tonight. No matter what happens, you guys have set that bar pretty high, and thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, Ryan Lord and Rod Muller, our coaching staff here for the Dodgeville Dodgers. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come right back. It's the finals. We're starting out watching the Dodgers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the championship round. It's the finals of the WIAA 81st Annual Boys State High School Wrestling Tournament and the 3rd Annual Girls State Championships. We are getting things ready to go here as they come out onto the mat. They're going to be introducing each mat first, and then the whistles will blow. Shelly, thanks again for all your help. You've got that book up to date, keeping us posted on things, running a couple of cameras, watching a lot of exciting matches out here over the course of the last 3 days, and here it is, the finals.
Yeah, it's been a great pleasure to be down here again.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you bet. It'd be pretty tough to do without you. We kind of keep us on our toes and helping us out here and able to watch what's going on in front of us. That's excellent help. Well, we take a look here, Wayne, in tonight with the 4 matches. The white mat's going to be Division 1. Then we have the girls division on the Watertown mat. Blue mat will be Division 2. Red mat in front of us will be Division 3. Should be a fun night here.
Looking for some great matches here tonight. We've got 3 that have the possibility of going 4-timers. So looking for some great time there. So let's throw it out there and have some good times here.
You bet. And joining us also here for the championship round is Carl Zuby. Carl, thanks for popping up. You helped us out a little bit this afternoon with those placement matches, and I know you'd rather be down there on the floor with Maddie, but all in all, a great experience there with Maddie wrestling and you being the coach.
Yeah, it was fun. It attributed to a lot of high blood pressure and white hair, but I lived. I made it through.
There you go. Well, we're going to take a look here. So what we'll do is we will not have to use that camera, the tall camera. We won't have to worry about that one. You put that one on the Watertown mat, and then I think we're going to be good. So I guess for Shelly, I didn't realize this. I wasn't even thinking about we could have taken down one of our cameras here, but we might take a little break and make some adjustments along the way here. But all right, well, you know what we need to do here is Wayne, as always, you need to set the stage here. We're off and running.
Okay, we're going to go 3-1 here. Aiden Grudenfelder, your 106-pounder from Pecatonica, Argyle, a junior at 52-1. His opponent is Blake Underwood, a sophomore at Marathon, also 53-1. Division 2, Mat 3, Shane Roshan of Dodgeville, one of those Fierce 4 that they lead off with. Weston Ingham of Amory, a freshman at 40-8. Roshan at 53-1. Brooke Corrigan for De Pere girls, a junior at 12-0. Her opponent is Ava Gardner of Marshfield, a junior at 26-1. And up there on that white mat, William Ducharme, a freshman at 50-1. Andy DePisa of Kakona, a freshman at 44-5. So there's your lineup, top to bottom. So let's, I guess, who you want to go where?
Well, we're not going to worry about Division 1
okay.
Tonight just because we don't have any of our local sponsors in that area. You know, I mean, as far as D1, we lost out with Gonzalez from Reedsburg. But let's just take a look here. Let's have Wayne, why don't you on this round, you take Division 3, I'll take Division 2. Carl, you take the girls division here, and we'll get things started. So, Wayne, let's start with you and see what we got going on.
We've wrestled 2 minutes here in period number 1. Still no score here as we enter period number 2. Underwood will take that down position.
And we take a look here on mat number 3. Roshan has a slim advantage right now, 3-2 over his opponent in Ingham. And we take a look here. They are just getting started here with the second period. And looks like I'm trying to now got the official in. Is that Scotty right in front of us here?
Yes.
Thought it looked like him.
Yeah, we got Mike on 1. Everybody will have an AR tonight.
Yeah, let's take a look here. We better jump in. Carl, you got a pinning combination on your mat.
Yeah, right now Ava Gardner from, is that Marquette?
Marshfield. Marshfield.
Oh, the G throws me off. There it is. But she's in a pinning combination over Brooke Corrigan of De Pere. She was leading by a score of 4-2 before the near fall has been awarded. He's holding 3 right now. We're almost halfway through the second period.
Rochan still with that 3-2 lead on your top right corner of your screen. Going to be a caution there. Well, Corrigan, is she the returning state champion? I don't know why that name sounds so familiar.
Yes.
She is, okay.
I think the first 2 weight classes are returning.
Okay, I thought so. And let's go back to you, Wayne. What do you got going on?
A 1-0 lead there for Underwood as we wrestle here in. Looks like we got 3 dots down there, so 1:10 to go in period number 3 or 2. I'll take your word for it.
Well, Ava Gardner has extended her lead with 10 seconds to go in the second period. It is 8-3, where she is in near fall criteria. She's going to pick up at least 2 more. Make that 3. We got a 5 count. So going into the third period, it will be 11-3 Ava Gardner.
And Rochan still with that 3-2 lead here for the Dodgeville Dodgers. Unprecedented. 4 wrestlers in a row, your top seeds, looking for a state championship, trying to hold serve here in this finals evening at the WIAA State Wrestling Tournament held here at the Kohl Center in Madison.
Say the dashboard is not working right now.
Being a little stubborn, is it?
It's not updating anything.
Well, we got the board up in front of us here. That'll help us a lot, too. we'll keep our fingers crossed that'll come back for you.
I can read this. I can't read that.
Rochan, let's see. There we'll go into period number 3. And Rochan, I believe, is going to go in the down position. He'll see if he can't pick up an escape or a reversal.
Well, we're another set of backs away from a tech fall. Stop the match. Technical violation, locked hands. So that's going to give Corrigan a point. But she trails 16-4 with 1:22 left to go as she is in the down position.
All right. All right, let's take a look here. Rochan is able to pick up the escape, and now on their feet, he's holding on to that 4-2 lead and looking to try and secure a takedown that might just cinch this match. And for you there, Wayne, what do we got?
Still 1-0 here as we wrestle period number 3.
That's turned out to be a pretty good match down there with Grunfelder coming in. He was the number 1 seed and Underwood number 2.
They just gave Ava Gardner a call for stalling. She's leading 17-4 and being somewhat active on the top.
Wow.
So I don't know if I would agree with that one, but 25 seconds to go in that championship match at 100 pounds.
Trying to pick up a takedown here. We're going to get a stalemate on mat number 3. Wayne, your match?
Blake Underwood with a 1-0 win down there over Grunenfelder of Pecatonica Argyle.
Wow. You sure that's the right one? That's a V down there, isn't it?
They had the... Oh, I was relying... Okay, my bad. No, that is Grunenfelder.
Yeah.
Okay, they had it in the green, and I looked down, and my bad.
So Grunenfelder is your champion. Meanwhile, for the Dodgeville Dodgers, they pick up a championship. 4-2 the final there. And Carl, your match?
That was a 17-4 final. Ava Gardner, your champion at 100 pounds.
All right, very good. We will take a break here. And you know what? Forgot to mention our fine sponsors at the 106-pound weight class. That is going to be the Dodgeville Dodger Wrestling Club, thanks to Ryan Lord, head coach. Advanced Pump and Well Solutions, that is Larry and Shelley Ferguson. And we also want to say thank you here to the Bank of Cashton, bringing you the action. Black River Falls Wrestling Club, Steve Markey, and the Boscobel Wazika Steuben Wrestling Club, Lance Wetter and his crew, and the Brookwood Wrestling Club, thanks to the fine folks there at Brookwood, and Ryan Green, Green Repair LLC, helping us out. Let's take a look at those sponsors. At 113 pounds, thanks to Crystal at Campbell's Mobile and Rich at Solar Meats in Soldiers Grove. Ernie Peterson at Cashton Farm Supply. Derek Moshik and the crew at Cashton Wrestling Club. Central Express is Heather Olson. And we thank Megan Hemmersbach at Pasture Pride along with Kim. They're located just outside of Cashton. Citizens First Bank, thanks to Tom and that great crew, and you'll find them not only in Viroqua, but also Viola, Trempealeau, and Centerville, and beyond. Along with Carol at Coon Valley Telecommunications, located there in Central Avenue in Coon Valley. Well, here we go with the lineup here. Real quick, Wayne, you're going to have to fire it at us.
Okay, Ethan Bass at Division 1.
Nope, we don't worry about Division 1.
Oh, don't worry about, okay, so Taylor Whiting for Leona girls at 11-0. Ava Peters for Pulaski. Haken Peterson for Dodgeville at 45-0. Ethan Haiti for Richland Center at 39-9. Mat number 3, we're going to see Jake Fitzpatrick for Aquinas at 42-0. Drew Dolphin, his opponent from Christian Life, a 41-1 senior.
I'll try and watch the girls here. Carl, you jump to Division 3, and Wayne, we'll try and circle the wagons that way, and you take Division 2 this time around. So Taylor Whiting is coming up here. She's the number 1 seed with Ava Peters. There's no score out there on that matchup. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you.
I believe she's the returning champ at 107 as well.
I was thinking that too, yeah. Let's take a look. We got some scoring going on here.
We got a whole bunch of it here on mat 3. Haken Peterson with a 7-1 lead here as we wrestled just a minute gone in that match.
He's getting after it. Carl, what do we got going on with your match in D3?
We've got the number 1 seed, Jake Fitzpatrick from Aquinas, a 42-0 senior. He is leading. Well, it's tied right now, actually, as I'm reading the score.
Yeah.
We got Drew Dolphin from KCL. So that is
Kenosha Christian Life.
Gotcha. So we're tied up at 4 apiece with 18 seconds to go as we went out of bounds. I can't tell you exactly all the scoring that has happened there, but right now Fitzpatrick is in the down position. Dolphin right in control. Both of those girls at 107 are undefeated.
Yeah, that's going to be quite the match. Now, I wonder, is that L-E-N-A, is that considered Lena or Lena?
Lena, I would say Lena.
That's what I'm kind of wondering. And also, you take a look here at 107 pounds. This is one of my brother's girls, and Ava Peters.
Both sophomores, too, so they'll be back.
Yeah. With a vengeance, no matter what happens, right?
Oh, and a big takedown by Fitzpatrick. 9-4 now the score.
There's still no score on that girls' championship match here. It's still knotted up here at zeros. We are in period number 2 with a minute to go in that second period. And Wayne, your match there on 3?
Hades trying to fend off a takedown. Haken just relentless with that pressure, able to pick up that 9-2 score now at the end of 1.
Fitzpatrick is going to give the optional start and escape to Dolphin. 9-5 as they are officially halfway through the second period.
And we still have 30 seconds to go, now less than that on the girls' championship side. That in the lower left corner of your screen. And again, it's just knotted up. It's been a dogfight down there. Dodgeville looking to try and get champion number 2 in a row here.
So another question for somebody that knows all the facts.
Chuck's not here.
Right.
I was going to say, we're all disqualified.
I wonder how many or what team has the most state champs in the same year.
In the same year.
That one I bet Chuck could answer.
He might be able to get that one.
Can I phone a friend?
You can use lifelines here.
There you go.
I don't have Chuck's number.
Because I would bet 4 is probably up there. If Dodgeville was able to do what they've set out to do in these finals tonight.
That would be, I would not be all that surprised. We're going to get a reversal here by Whitting of Lena, I should say, and she now leads 2-0 with a minute and a half to go in that match. Big reversal there. It's been so tight.
Well, Fitzpatrick was able to get another takedown after that optional start going neutral. The score is now 11-5 as we get things going in the third period. He's going to do the same thing to start off. Optional start, back to their feet, giving up another escape for an 11-6 score.
Peterson's starting to go takedowns now. Has taken him down two times on a release, so 13-5 here as we wrestle.
Carl, we had a big move.
That was Fitzpatrick with a big takedown. 13-6 as he goes to work along the right side.
Peterson with a nice little chin drag, dropping in control, and some near fall here of Haiti of Richland Center.
You know, Haiti's record 39-9, and almost all of those losses coming from Hawk and Peterson.
I would not be surprised. He's got to have, I'll bet, 4 of them from him.
I want to say we were talking earlier, I think he hit 6.
Is that right? Did they wrestle at Bi-State?
I think they wrestled at Bi-State.
Nope. Hawken did not wrestle at Bi-State.
No, he didn't. He was
that's
scratched.
right.
Him and Spurley didn't.
Spurley, the youngest Spurley wrestled at Bi-State in that weight.
Yeah.
And come out at 6.
That's right. Yep. Well, the dual meet maybe, and then you got to figure, conference, not regional, but sectional.
Sectionals.
So we're to the technical fall there. Hawken Peterson picking up that in a 4:43.
Well, congratulations going out to Hawken Peterson. Boy, I tell you what, that was just, he just rolled right along.
The girls' match just finished up.
And that is going to be a final. It's going to wind up being 3-2 with Taylor Whitting picking up the championship. And that just leaves you, Carl.
Yep, and we've got 8 seconds to go with the time winding down. 13-6 will be your final. Jake Fitzpatrick of Aquinas has a 43-0 season and a state championship to take home.
Wow, congratulations. We're going to turn right around and come right back with the 113-pound division. We return here to the field house. I'm a really old school.
You just went back in time like 27 years.
Hang on. We come here to the Kohl Center, and we are moving up to 120 pounds. Our thanks going out to the Darlington Blackhawk Warbirds, and that is Jimmy Wolf, the head coach, one of my old wrestlers. DeSoto Wrestling Club, thanks to Chad Johnson. DeWitt Construction, thanks to Joe DeWitt helping us out in Westby. And Genuine Telecom serving Richland Center, the city of Richland Center. And Pete Peterson with his GET Mel Min Titan Wrestling Club helping out here at 120 pounds. And Wayne, again, let's take a look at where we are at in the matches.
All right, Division 3, we see Koji Campbell of Kenosha St. Joe Catholic Academy at 37-1. His opponent, Maddox Wendling of Valders, a senior, at 56-3. Mat number 3, we're going to see Charlie Might, that third Dodger here, a senior, at 46-0. His opponent is Wyatt Megalowski of New London at 46-3. Angie Bianchi for Two Rivers and Savannah Danielson of Wausau West, your contestants there at 114 for the girls.
Yeah, 114 for that weight class. Carl, you have the Dodgeville Dodger this round. I have Division 3. And Wayne, you are up on the girls' division.
Okay.
Now from here on out, you got to keep me straight. Good luck.
Well,
All
with
right.
the name Bianchi, I'm sure she's seen a wrestling match or two.
A couple of them, I'm sure, with those brothers. Well, let's take a look. We do have a score. It's 4-1 down here on the upper left corner of your screen. That is your Division 3 championship. And that is going to be Campbell, who, if I recall, I think isn't he the returning state champion?
I believe so.
Seems like he is. He is picking up some back points right now. Remembering in my mind anyways, he was just a bundle of fire last year.
Yep, he's a forward, yeah. He's a returner at 120.
All right, and right now he's leading 6-1 over Wendling. And trying to fight off a pinning combination here.
We just finished up the first period on the D2 mat. Charlie Might with the takedown, and that was it. 2-0 as we head to the second.
Bianchi with a 5-0 lead here, winding down period number 1.
And as we get things started with the second period in the Division 3 championship, it is an 8-1 advantage here for Campbell. Koji Campbell will be in the down position. He gets himself set. And boy, he explodes up and trying to get out of there. Trying to hang on is Wendling, but just too much of an angle on that switch. And it's another 2 for the reversal. And it's a major decision so far here in D3. Let's go back to you, Carl, with the Dodgers.
Well, we're about 40 seconds into the second period, and Megalowski has, I'm wondering if I'm pronouncing that name right.
Let me take a look here.
Megolski?
That's what I was thinking. It was
Megolski?
Megolski, yeah.
Has gotten an escape to edge up 2-1. And right now, Charlie Might is fighting off with the double defense. He's heavy on the head, trying to create some separation. They're right along the edge of the cylinder. And I have noticed in the matches that we're covering, all of them have been the number 1 and number 2 seeds. There hasn't been any upsets to get anybody to the finals.
Bianchi picking up an escape here in period number 2, now up 6-0.
Mike picks up a second takedown, 4-1, as there's just about 15 seconds to go. But
Koji Campbell comes in with a near side cradle once again. Off from a takedown, he has a 12-2 lead. He's going to have a couple more points here, but official waiting here to see if he's going to be able to pick up a little longer count. He's got about 15 seconds to do that in. Wendling really trying to fight this off.
we're just getting the third period underway on D2. Charlie Might has elected to start in the down position. 4-1 the score as he leads that match.
Bianchi picking up a takedown and I believe a 3 near fall.
We're going right into period number 3 on our Division 3 match, and it's going to be a neutral position for the start. I think that might have been Campbell who had the choice.
Mogolski getting very physical on top. He's had a few cross faces come in from almost left field.
Campbell picks up another takedown, now leads 16-2. And he'll look for the tech fall as he releases. Picking up a takedown here would end the match unless he takes Wendling to the mat on his back.
Bianchi with an 11-0 lead up there on mat number 2.
Campbell actually does just do that. He takes down Wendling right to his back on not even really a big lateral drop. He just kind of caught him reaching in, and now Wendling gets back to his base, but that's going to be it. A tech fall, 21-3. That's your final. Koji Campbell picking up the victory.
Well, Mogolski doing everything he can to try and now they're going to get Might for stalling. You know, Mogolski was riding parallel for the first minute and a half almost of that match. Just making it rain with cross faces. I'm not sure what they expected him to do. So he got the escape, being led up, and now with the takedown is Mogolski. 5-3 the score, but time's going to run out. Charlie Might will be your champion at 120 pounds.
Wow.
Bianchi picking up a point there, now up 12-0.
Well, great match once again here for the Dodgers.
Is that his third state title?
Oh, let's see. I'll bet it is.
I don't think he was on the list of potential four-timers.
He was not. He's not that. I think it is number 3.
Still a pretty good list to be on.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a great resume.
Bianchi going to pick up her second title, I believe. With a 12-0 win there.
Well, another great job there by her. That'll finish off our 120 and 114-pound weight class. Now that means we will come right back with more. We're going to catch our breath here as they give out the awards right in front of us. We have a 126-pound weight class coming up. We want to say thanks to those wonderful sponsors that Shelley is about to mention for us.
Grantland Graphics.
That is Phil Wolf, one of my former state champs down there at Lancaster.
Hartje Lumber.
And Scott Parrish helping us out here. We appreciate his support from Laval.
Iowa Grant Highland Wrestling Club.
And of course, that's Ryan Allen, the head coach, and his great crew bringing us help and support for the action tonight.
Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club.
And that'll be Troy Clary, Marcus McCauley.
J&R Military Surplus.
Yeah, that's the fine folks down there with in DeSoto. Take a look at all that they have there for your convenience whenever you get a chance. Wayne, we come back here for the men's divisions. It is 126 pounds, 120 for the girls.
Wyatt Unser from Glenwood City, a junior at 51-0. His opponent is Brody Meese, a sophomore for the Chieftains of Riverdale at 37-7. Division II, Reed Spurley with a short record of 8-0 from Dodgeville. His opponent is Bob Huntley, a junior from Brillion at 56-3. Our girls wrestlers here, Delia Collins from Mineral Point, a sophomore at 29-2. MJ Newman from Manitowoc Lincoln, a sophomore at 33-1.
Collins was one of those that I was kind of thinking about. I knew she was in here, and we missed her earlier in the tournament, if I remember, at least once, if not twice. So it felt kind of bad, but glad she's here in the championship round. We'll keep an eye on her throughout. Well, let's take a look here. So I am going to start things off in Division II with Mr. Spurley as Reed comes in with that 8-0 record that Wayne mentioned. Bob Huntley, a junior, trying to knock off a returning state champ. Right now, Spurley is fighting off a double leg by Huntley. Huntley trying to get those hips in. Spurley hips back into him, trying to step over here, and they're going to go out of bounds. No takedown.
Wyatt Unser picking up a takedown here early in period number 1, up 2-0.
Delia Collins is trailing 2-0 to MJ Newman. Newman with the takedown. There's a minute left to go in that first period of action.
Well, Collins, if she could pick up the championship, that would break the record of individual champions for a tie here with Mineral Point and I believe it was Stoughton, both with 55. Charlie with, I said Charlie, backup match here. It's Reed Spurley twisting the knee here just a little bit, and they're going to kind of see how he's doing. He got the okay to get back out on the mat at the regional time after a tough knee injury, but he is just kind of testing it there to see what he can do. He says he's okay. They'll shake hands and get started again. Nice sportsmanship there by Huntley. Attempted slide by Spurley. Well, he is in on the attack here, but they are nearing the out of bounds.
Well, the number 2 seed, MJ Newman, picked up 2 near fall points to close out the first period. The score will be 4-0, and Collins will start in the down position.
There's a takedown by Spurley. Got that little slide by, more like a shuck by. And he's going to go into a tilt right here, see if he can't pick up some points here.
Meese going to go neutral as we start period number 2, trailing 2-0.
You know, low score, but a lot of action because there's a lot of counters and back and forth and trying to change position, trying to get somebody off balance. Right now, Spurley, we're trying to ride out here with a couple of seconds remaining. And that will end period number 1. So they're just a tad behind compared to the other matches as the flip of the disc goes on. Spurley will defer. Huntley goes down immediately. Huntley is going to pick up the escape here. Spurley goes back on the attack on their feet. Wayne, how are you doing there?
Unser just picked up a second takedown, now up 4-0 here. Wrestling in period number 2, under a minute to go.
Your score is staying the same, huh, Carl?
Yeah, there's been no change. It's been relatively uneventful for both wrestlers. I don't believe there's been any stalling calls yet.
Uh-huh.
So it's been some activity, but nothing really points-wise. Now Delia, though, has reached over, almost had the wrong leg in. Merkel, now she's going to hip over, get the reversal, and pull to 4-2. Now she's got a near side cradle locked up, or cradle, I should say, locked up, but time is going to run out. He had one swipe.
Well, I tell you what here, this is a second time out here for Spurley as he is under some duress there with that leg of his. And he's only going to get one more chance here.
I wonder if his brace isn't.
That could cause some problems. So on the second one, Huntley has his choice and he's going to go down. He now has a 3-2 lead and will look to try and add to it here with the choice of taking down.
Winning the Division III 120-pound medalist.
Collins elected to ride. I believe it was her decision. So she is in top control into the third period. We're 30 seconds in, and she's looking for some back points to at least tie it up, if not pull ahead.
Unser with maintaining that 4-0 lead here, wrestling in period number 3.
He wound up with a potentially dangerous call, and they'll get a fresh start. Huntley trying to step up and spin away. He does have the escape. Now with a 4-2 advantage.
Unser picking up another takedown here. Now up 6-0.
Spurley able to get a short drag, and he picks up the takedown with just seconds remaining in period number 2, and it's all knotted at 4 apiece.
Well, Delia Collins has under a minute to go. She still trails 4-2. She's unable to turn Newman.
Spurley with the choice here to begin period number 3. 2 minutes away. We got a tie match at 4 apiece. And Wayne, you got a dandy one going.
Yeah, we've got some pretty nasty whizzers going on down there. Unser's maintaining control here. Brody trying to come up either for that reversal or an escape, but Unser are maintaining control.
Spurley not able to get out from underneath just yet.
Delia Collins is going to fall to MJ Newman by a score of 4-2 at the 120-pound championship match.
And we wind up with the number 1 seed picking up the win over the number 2 seed in Division 3 here, Wayne.
Yep, Wyatt Unser secured that 6-0 victory here at Division 3 126.
And now we'll focus in as Spurley is able to get the escape.
A lot of time there yet.
Huntley's been the first 3 seed, the first seed lower than a 2 in the finals so far. See, we've got that coming up at 126 for the girls as well, a 1 and a 3.
Down to 35 seconds to go in the match. Huntley trying to get in on a bit of a fireman's little Kelly series here. Spurley with a front headlock. If he can get a shuck by, instead it's going to be a stalemate call. 19 ticks left on the clock.
Has Spurley been warned for stalling?
I don't believe so.
Let me look. I don't think so.
Trying to get in there now, front headlock, trying to shuck him by now. A throw attempt, and Spurley counters. He'll pick up the takedown. And Ryan Lord, hands in the head, unbelievable. 4 champions in a row. The Dodgeville Dodgers. Congratulations to the Dodgers. And there is what wrestling is all about right there. Good congratulatory hug and pats on the back. Spurley had to stop a couple different times due to that knee injury and get things readjusted.
He's kind of favoring that a little bit as he walks there.
Just a little bit. I tell you what, that's just an awesome display of courage. We'll take a break. We are moving into the 132-pound weight class for the guys, and a handful, let's say, of our sponsors here, Shelley.
Kickapoo Lafarge Predators Wrestling Club.
That's, of course, Dustin Clements and that great crew down there.
The Viola Quick Stop.
Angie and Travi Iggy helping us out with the sponsorship. We appreciate their support.
Coon Creek Feeds.
That's Wayne Krusinga putting the fun back into the feed business.
Lacrosse Loggers.
And Dan Kapanke, one of our good friends with Lori and I, and of course a family friend for a number of years, but thanks again to the Loggers.
Lancaster Flying Arrows Wrestling Club.
And we go all the way back as Tyson Wolf, and of course his dad, Eric, one of the assistants. How about that? You don't see that very often.
And the Mauston Wrestling Club.
Well, there you go. That's Tommy Miller and that great crew. We thank Trent Thayer as well, one of the officers of the Mauston Wrestling Club, bringing you today's action. Ready to go here at 132 pounds, Wayne.
Okay, we're going to start out Division III. Mason Carpenter for Lord's Academy. Senior at 51-2. His opponent is Rowan Carey, a junior for the Pointers at 32-6. Colton Hush from Baldwin Woodville, a senior at 46-2. Peter from Freedom at 46-5. Maddie Peach, a sophomore for the Milton girls, 24-0, a sophomore, and Natalie Kvetcher of Hudson, a 27-2 junior.
And we'll get things started here, and boy, they're off and going here, Carl.
Yes, they are. So there's no girls match?
You know what?
Mark?
They might be, you know what they're going to do is
They're going to
take a break.
Take a break there. All right, so we will just watch the top two on our screen.
Really doesn't make too much. Well, the
only
girls have a 32.
Yeah, but there's only 12 weights in the girls.
Oh,
yeah.
So.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll let you two take care of that. I'm going to walk around the other side and check this camera real quick.
Okay.
Well, D3 still scoreless. We're over a minute in. Both wrestlers still on their feet.
Same with Division II. Carl, help me out there again.
I'm going to say Tomasevic.
Tomasevic. Okay, we're going to go with that. Colton Hush. Still trying to set up some type of takedown. Hushing on a high single now, trying to he'll bring him back into that center, try to come into some type of control.
Roman Carey took a shot of Mineral Point. Carpenter in on a front head. He's got an underhook and a chin, it looks like, trying to get him stretched out. And the first period will come to an end scoreless. You got a score on your match, though.
Yes, Hush able to pick up that takedown there. had that high single. Took him a little bit to work through there and pick that up, but 2-0 your score.
Well, Carey started in the down position and was able to reverse Carpenter and now rides top control just 15 seconds into the second period. Unable to get much going. He's got the front half pinned down to the mat. Now Carpenter up to his feet. Carey drops down to a single. Carpenter up to his feet with the return out of bounds, no change, and they'll get a reset back to the center.
Hush picking up an escape here as we're at that minute mark of period number 2, now up 3-0.
False start on the offense on mat 4. Actually, I think it was on the defense. I think it was on the guy down on Carpenter. Carpenter back up to his feet, but Carey doing a good job staying in control. The leg in, we're up to our feet. Typically that's potentially dangerous, but they're going to let it ride, I think. No change.
Hush catching him for a quick 2 count and picking up another 2 there, so up
7-0.
Yeah, let's say he was 3, so it must have been a takedown and a 2. So 7-0 your score. And then going out of bounds, maintaining control was Hush.
Well, time's ticking away. I've got 5 seconds to go in period number 2. Rowan Carey's going to hang on to his 2-point lead into the third period. It should be his decision. Nope, Carpenter's decision. Carpenter will go down.
Well, Carey is 2 minutes away from breaking that tie now. Most individual championships.
They corrected that score there when they went to the table. It was just a takedown, no back points were given, so just a 5-2 score.
You know, I wonder, you talk about the tiebreaker between Mineral Point and Stoughton. If Delia Collins would have won, if they would have given that to her, or because it's actually a second team, being the girls' team, if they would have counted that or not. You know, those girls are just as part of the team as any guy that's on that.
Correct, and we talked about that down there earlier, and they said that girls are considered their own team.
Yep. So they wouldn't have.
Oh,
they
really?
Wouldn't have done that.
So they wouldn't have counted it?
Well,
I know the WIAA made it a big deal this year to make sure that there was a separate head coach listed.
Yeah.
And now they could have had the same coach, but because they're 2 separate programs or 2 separate sports in the WIAA.
So did Katie Rule's title count last year?
For the girls.
For the girls. So obviously not.
Not for the guys then.
Yep.
Okay.
But still doesn't. Mineral Point has 2 chances tonight.
Oh, yeah, they got 2 tonight.
Yeah, and then Stoughton's got 1. So.
Please report to the awards stand.
Well, we're over halfway through the third period, and Carey's still hanging on to that 2-0 lead over Carpenter.
Hush now picking up an escape.
Easton Cooper and Carter Freda to report
To go up. They're showing 8-4, so.
You know, if you look at the averages, this is the 81st individual state tournament. And with 55 champions, that's just over a champion every other year.
Yeah.
Coming out of that school.
It's pretty good.
Colton Hush down there from Baldwin Woodville picking up a 10-4 championship win there at 132 pounds.
While Rowan Carey, there's 10 seconds left in that D3 match at 132. He is in the down position. Oh, he got a takedown right on the edge of the mat. They just updated the score. It's tied 2-2.
Wow.
So we're going to see our first overtime finals match here, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So first overtime, 1 minute. First takedown wins, which there's not been an overabundance of takedowns in this match. Tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, trying to get that sudden victory here.
Carey's got both hooks in and walks him right off the mat. They'll get Carpenter for stalling, which hopefully, I mean, you hate to see a match lose that way, especially in overtime in the finals.
Yeah.
But you've got to stay active.
There was a grand total of 0 takedowns in this match. 2 reversals.
And now with both hooks and out of bounds. That was a good call. There was no 2 supporting points there. Carey in on a shot, Carpenter on a reshot. Carpenter in on a single, and he's going to come around the corner. He's going to hook the leg. He's got to get the hips locked up. But now he's got a near side cradle, and there's your takedown. And it is all over. Carpenter with the overtime victory over Rowan Carey of Mineral Point.
All right, we will take a little break and come back as we move up the line. 138 pounds next. Well, back we come. We're going to go to 138 pounds, but first we have some sponsors here, Shelley.
Laval Telephone Co-op.
Well, we want to say thanks to Greg and all the crew down there in Laval, following Laval and Cazenovia, servicing them.
Lynn's Home Center of Cashton.
Thanks to Dwayne Lynn with 70,000 plus pieces of hardware in that store.
New Lisbon Wrestling Club.
Thanks to Chad Schultz, also former coach Chris Faber helping us out.
Nicolati Construction.
Of course, that's Mike Nicolata. We watch him out here officiating, doing a great job, and you should see that work that he does out there in Nicolati Construction.
Nordic Lanes of Westby.
Scott and Sue Sordahl remind you that there's something for every part of the season there in Westby when it comes to fun, games, bowling, you name it. And that's just a great thing happening there in Westby on the outskirts. Well, let's take a look here. I am going to be Division III. Wayne, where are you going again?
I'm going to the girls.
All right, I will start things off here in Division III. We have Dawson Johnson. This, by the way, Johnson is one of our first of 3 potential 4-time state champions, and he has got a tough one here tonight with Elliot Biba, and we'll see how that one's going to play out because these two are excellent on their feet. And Carl, you have?
I've got Caleb Devereaux, Delabrew.
Delabrew, yep.
Delabrew from Luxembourg Casco, right? And Cole Bazile.
I believe that's right.
Oconto Falls.
I've got Maddie Peach of Milton, a sophomore at 24-0. Natalie Kvetcher of Hudson. Just a little trivia here. Kind of double trouble for Ma and Dad as we have older brother on mat number 1, so for Milton. So
really?
2 Peach wrestlers here
Wow, how about that? You're not going to see that very often.
Nope.
Good for that family.
Peach with a 2-0 lead here, wrestling in that first period.
Well, Biba is going to pick up the opening takedown here in this championship match, and Johnson will get the escape. Now 2-1, Biba with the lead, and we're down to 40 seconds remaining in that first period of action.
And to think both of those wrestlers are undefeated.
Yeah.
And one of them's the 3 seed.
That's
Biba.
That's Biba. Yeah, that's hard to believe, isn't it?
Well, it just shows the level of competitors.
Yeah. Here's a nice shot now by Johnson, and he just powers through for the takedown. And a 3-2 lead. Again, trying to become another one of those 4-time state champions.
We're just finishing up period number 1, scoreless in the D2 matchup with Delabrew and Bazile.
You know, we talk a lot about, it used to be a rare 4-time state champion, but now we've got a number of those.
4 of them last year.
4 last year, 3 potential this year.
Both the wrestlers in D2 aren't the number 1 seed. We've got Delabrew in the 5th seed and Bazile the number 2 seed. So there was an upset somewhere in that bracket.
Oh, yeah, a couple of them, huh? Or at least one, yeah, one big one. Going to get the escape here, and it's 4-2 as there's a quick timeout here. Johnson got popped in the mouth here. He's just checking a tooth, I think. He says he's good.
Bazile with the first points of the match, and we got an escape. So it's 1-0, minute 19 to go, period number 2.
Johnson came in with what I would call a semi-blast double. The reason I say semi because as he came in, he kind of dropped down below the kneecap area, you know, behind the knees, and caught Biba down on the calf region, picking up the takedown.
Peach maintaining that 2-1 lead here, starting of wrestling here, period number 2.
And it's going to be a 6-2 lead now for Johnson with just under a minute to go in the second period, out of bounds. They'll come back to the center of the mat. Biba has been down here in the state tournament, and he's been knocking on the door so often for that state championship, and right now he's got a daunting task in front of him. Going to get a warning on Johnson riding just a little too long here. That'll be his first. We'll keep an eye on that and see if that plays into this matchup.
Peach was running at deep half Nelson, picked up just a 1 count before Kvetcher could come back to a good base.
Johnson now got picked up a arm bar, nearly ran that over, and somehow Biba was able to fight that off.
They did give Maddie a 2 near fall on that first turn. Now she is running arm bar over, picking up near fall once again. Has a 3 near fall locked in, still holding as she tries to work for that fall.
Johnson trying to fight off a stand-up attempt here by Biba. Carl, we kind of left you outside here, but you have a little bit of timeout over there.
Yeah, we had somebody was leaking.
Oh, there you go.
So
that'll cause a stop.
2 seconds left, and now the end of the period is 1-0 still Bazile over Delabrew. So we're heading into the third period with Bazile riding top control. He's going to give up the escape. And the match should be tied at 1 apiece.
All right, we started out here on our feet in this championship match, Division III. That's your upper left corner of the screen. And again, Biba trailing here to the 3-time state champ. We're going to get a timeout here now as they want to check out Johnson. And he got hit in that right in the old front tooth area.
Peach with a 7-1 lead here. She is in that down position trying to work her way out. Kvetcher running that half off that right side, trying to pick up some points of her own. Now seeing a stalling warning going on the part of Peach from Milton.
Now we're back at it on Division III. You've been going at it now, Carl.
Well, we're still on our feet, and to say that, Bazile was in on a shot, missed kind of the fireman's, and they're rolling around in a dogfight right now. Delabrew trying to take control. Bazile has that leg trapped. No takedown awarded. 30 seconds to go in this match.
Have to stop the match, potentially dangerous. They'll go back with a fresh start on their feet once again in D3.
Well, they're going to give Delabrew the takedown.
Biba in a bit of a spot here. He's trying to turn those hips, but Johnson not letting that happen. He's got a leg, trying to get a stalemate call.
Delabrew was able to stay hooked in after that takedown. Bazile tried to roll through, but that's going to be the end. Delabrew, your champion at 138 by a score of 3-1 over Cole Bazile of O'Connell Falls.
Well, part one of that Milton duo down there picking up that win in Division I. Now, Sister picking up her 7-1 victory here at 126 pounds.
Going to get a unnecessary roughness call on Biba as they go out of our screen. There they are. Down to 8 seconds here. During that previous scramble, Biba just tried to push with the foot. Kind of, official felt maybe he was trying to start a motorcycle in the old days. That's going to do it. There is a 4-time state champion, Dawson Johnson from Cumberland. And he receives a standing ovation. All right, great job there. That's worth a break. Well, back we come, and we're going to take a quick look here as we move into that 144-pound weight class here. Shelley, who do we have for our wonderful sponsors?
The North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club.
That, of course, is going to be Ashley and Eric Haiti.
The Marketplace Gaze Mills.
Tanya and the great crew down there at the Marketplace, just outside of Gaze Mills, you bet.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Thanks to Bill Klemick as he follows and takes care of 13 different stores in our area.
Organic Valley Cashton.
Well, Cashton and Lafarge, we thank them as they put the country back into all of that great dairy products.
Portland Implement Cashton.
Thanks to Mr. Wong and all the great crew out there in the Kubota equipment and more.
Prairie du Chien Blackhawks Wrestling Club.
And, of course, well, I tell you what, that is just a great team. We're going to watch them as they head down to the state team tournament. We wish them all the best of luck and appreciate their terrific support. Well, we come right back at 144 pounds, and we are up and running. I have the Division II matchup here, which is in the upper right corner of your screen, and this is going to be a good one. 2-time state runner-up in Owen Sefrud from the Darlington Blackhawk Warbirds. He is 48-0, if I can see that right, taking on Kellen Kelly. St. Croix Falls. That's going to be a dandy matchup. Kelly coming in with 3 losses. He's 48 and 3, I believe.
That is correct.
And he's a senior. And Carl, you are?
We've got the girls 132-pound in a Cooley Conference wrestler in Riley Hanrahan from Black River Falls, a freshman at 22 and 1. The 7th seed. Of course, freshmen don't get great seeding criteria, so that really doesn't matter a whole lot.
Yeah.
Right now that match is Hanrahan is down 2-0 to Banks after a takedown around the halfway point in the first period.
Talking with my brother Terry, he has seen Hanrahan in a tournament somewhere up in his neck of the woods up north. Of course, he's from Pulaski area, and he goes, yeah, she's a good one.
I had a chance to talk with Steve down there. She's set to do this thing tonight here and hoping to come out on top. I've got Colton Weiler down here, mat number 3, 51-1, a junior from Auburndale. His opponent is Ian Krapp of Fenimore, a senior at 29-5. Still no score here in that match.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting matchup, as you said. Of course, Auburndale, you had a little other information there.
Yeah, I was down talking with the head coach, Jason Welch. They've got 13 highly qualified 8th graders coming into the program next year. And Welker here, a junior, a returning to the state finals once again. He was second place last year. I'm trying to think. He must have been about that 32, 38.
Maybe he was a victim with Johnson from Cumberland.
Well, Hanrahan picked up a reversal and then gave up an escape. There's 8 seconds to go in period number 1. She trails to Banks by a score of 3-2.
All right.
Krapp with a picking up that single, dropping in control for that takedown. Now up 3-1. Got the escape as we started that second period.
Sefrud has an escape to open up the scoring here in period number 2 in your Division II matchup. He leads that 1-0.
Hanrahan is going to start the second period in the down position. I know she competed at Midlands this year. Not sure of her placement.
Wow.
I'm almost positive of that.
That's pretty cool.
She is, if my memory serves me right, she is in the homeschooled up there, and she comes in and wrestles with the program.
Okay.
We had a football player do that a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
As long as you live in the district, you can't be homeschooled and then open and roll
somewhere
to compete somewhere.
Division I, your state champion, winning by fall from Nina, Jacob Hurd.
Taking a look here, it's still 1-0 with Sefrud. They stay on their feet here. They're just kind of really pushing each other around. They take these shots and go out of bounds. There's not a mat big enough. Oh, did we get a warning here? We did. And Sefrud's going to pick up a point. They're going to say that Kelly backing up a little too much here. I didn't see the warning prior to that. Now they're going to talk things over with the coaching staff. 21 seconds remaining there, and they still will remain on their feet, and it's a 2-0 lead now for Sefrud.
Krapp picking up a point there, or excuse me, Welker picking up that point. Krapp locked his hands on a scramble. That was picked up by the ARs, so using that to the advantage.
Well, Hanrahan still in the down position. No score has changed, although Banks was warned for stalling, riding top control. We've got 30 seconds to go in period number 2.
Welker picking up an escape on that restart, now trailing that match by a 1-point margin.
Sefrud is going to give up an escape here to start period number 3. He still has the lead, though, at 2-1.
Double winners in Division 3. Please report.
Both wrestlers leaning in a little bit here, now trying to look for a double, but blocked quickly by Sefrud. Kelly will try and get a fresh start.
She did compete. I had to do a little fact checking on myself.
Oh,
so
yeah?
Hanrahan did compete this year, did not place, but competed in the Midlands division at
That is
130.
awesome. We had another young lady up a few weight classes here that will be watching.
185.
Uh-huh. She placed fourth. Fourth, yeah.
So we're going to get things going on our feet in the girls division for period number 3. Hanrahan trailing by a score of 3-2 to Lily Banks.
Welker and Krapp fighting off takedown attempts. Welker had an underhook as they rotated out of bounds here. So still 3-2 our score. With looks like 35 seconds to go here in period number 3.
Oh, we get a little bit of a scramble here again. Under 30 seconds to go in our D2 match. Sefrud blocking off a would-be high crotch series by Kelly. Oh, there's a nice job by Ian Krapp.
Yep, picking up a 3-2 victory over his opponent in Colton Welker.
Oh, the number 2 defeats the number 1.
So Lily Banks able to get a takedown halfway through the third period. She leads by a score of 5-2 over Hanrahan.
And Owen Sefrud will pick up the championship. Boy, that's a nail biter. He wins it 2-1. Congratulations to my old wrestler Jimmy Wolf, who was a state champion for me back in the Lancaster days, and now he gets the feeling of what it's like to have a state champion as a head coach.
Well, we've got 35 seconds to go. Hanrahan in the down position, trailing by 3, 5-2 the score to Lily Banks. Hanrahan looking to come out the back door. Banks rides a little high. I'm not sure what she's got hooked up there in the front end. Hanrahan's got a hold of that left leg. And that will be your final score. Lily Banks takes home the championship at 132 pounds by a score of 5-2 over Riley Hanrahan of Black River Falls.
Well, a great match. Cooley Conference wrestler. Got to be proud of that effort out there as a state runner-up.